Hello, hello, dear African Hub fanatic. Welcome to another incredible video where we shall be expounding on our number one place to visit from our previous video, Top 10 Places to Visit Before You Die. By the way, if you haven't watched it, you have to pause this video right now and head over to our channel page and watch it. You are going to love it. Pinky promise. If you've watched it, great. If you haven't, well, it's okay. In any case, prepare yourself to learn about the most interesting get-to-know facts of Zanzibar, Tanzania. As we sail off, don't forget to hit the like button if you enjoyed this video and subscribe to our channel to always be notified should we release another video like this. And of course, don't forget to comment on a fact that intrigued you the most. Okay, enough chit-chat. Let's sail this ship already, folks! Here we are. Electrically fascinating and exhilarating Zanzibar, Tanzania. Woof! Let's do this. We have several interesting factors that we look at in today's video. Hope you're ready. Okay, we have the seasons in Zanzibar, spices in Zanzibar, endemic animal species, dominant religion, main language, and a couple of did you knows. So, fasten your seatbelt, folks, because as it turns out, we are on board the Argo, fastest ship to ever sail, and we're about to have an electric experience. Seasons in Zanzibar. Like most East African countries situated near the equator, Zanzibar has equal days and nights of 12 hours each. Its two rainy seasons are split into short and long seasons. Zanzibar boasts hot summers and pristine blue skies, which allows tourists to make the most of its beautiful sandy beaches. Spices in Zanzibar. The Zanzibar archipelago is widely known as the Spice Island of Africa. Spices constitute one of Zanzibar's main industries, with the island producing mainly cloves, nutmeg, cinnamon, and black pepper. Once the world's largest clove producer, today Zanzibar supplies only 7% of the world's cloves. The spices in Zanzibar were brought in by sea merchants operating across the Indian Ocean route. It began with the Sumerians, Assyrians, and Egyptians before the Chinese, Indians, and Persians came to the island. Later, the Arabs, Portuguese, and British also visited Zanzibar. All these settlers brought to the island various plants from their home countries, but it was the Portuguese who had a major impact on Zanzibar becoming a spice island. When Vasco da Gama and his troops arrived on the island, their only battle cry was for Christ and spices. The fertile soil and tropical climate of the island also made it easier for the spices to thrive. In 1832, Sayyid Said, the Omani Sultan, transferred the capital of his empire from Muscat to Stone Town in order to cultivate cloves, which at the time was as valuable as gold. Besides, the use of spices in food was seen as a symbol of wealth since they could only be obtained from unknown lands far away and not everyone could access them. Also, spices such as cloves were used in curing and preserving meats before the refrigerator was invented. If you are enjoying the video so far, you know what I'm gonna say. Yep, I'm still gonna say it. Do hit the like button, comment on your most interesting fact, and don't forget to subscribe to African Hub. Moving on to endemic animal species. The wildlife of Zanzibar consists of terrestrial and marine flora and fauna in the archipelago of Zanzibar, an autonomous region of Tanzania. Its floral vegetation is categorized among the coastal forests of Eastern Africa as the southern Zanzibar in Hambane Coastal Forest Mosaic and the northern Zanzibar in Hambane Coastal Forest Mosaic. Its faunal species are mostly small animals, birds, and butterflies. The main island of Zanzibar, Unguja, has fauna which reflects its connection to the African mainland during the last ice age. The Zanzibar leopard, an endemic subspecies of the island that may now be extinct, is conjectured to have evolved after the island became separated from the mainland at Tanzania consequent to a rise of the sea level at the end of the Ice Age. Namber Atoll and Chumbe Island have the best preserved reefs, and in recent years, community-led conservation initiatives have encouraged sustainable fishing and responsible tourism. Coming up next is dominant religion. The majority of the population is Muslim, and Islam is widely practiced. There are a number of mosques on the island. One of the oldest is the Kizimkazi Mosque in Dibani. There is a small Christian minority in Zanzibar, and the cathedral in Stone Town is a prominent landmark, having undergone restoration work in 2016 at a cost of £1 million. Ramadan, is an important Muslim religious observance during the 9th month of the Islamic calendar. It is a time of extra prayer as Atherians seek forgiveness from God and try to purify themselves through self-restraint. The most noticeable aspect of the latter is fasting. No food or drink, including water, from sunrise until sunset. Since the Islamic calendar is lunar, each month begins with the crescent moon and the year is 11 to 12 days shorter than the solar year. So the dates of Ramadan are earlier every year. The indigenous language spoken throughout Zanzibar is Swahili. This language is also spoken as the first language by Swahili people along the East African coast, particularly in Kenya and mainland Tanzania.
Naona tushafika bwana.
Sasa karibu niangushe bana.
Sikukuangusha baby. Wajua mimi naona haya tuweni mpango wa haya.
And as a second or third language by many other people throughout East Africa, including Kenya, Tanzania, and Uganda, and in parts of several other countries such as Rwanda, Mozambique, and Congo, making Swahili the common tongue of the region. Although there are many forms and dialects found in different areas, visitors with a basic grasp of Swahili will be understood anywhere. For visitors, English and several other European languages such as French and Italian are spoken in Zanzibar town and most tourist areas.
Zanzibar bears a great symbolic in separation of slave trade, which had the biggest slave market in East Africa.
However, if you get off the beaten track, a few words of Swahili will be useful to ask directions, to greet people, or even to begin a simple conversation. Even in the tourist areas, using a few Swahili words, for example, to ask the price of a souvenir or order a meal in a restaurant, can add to the enjoyment of your visit. Guys, next comes the Did You Knows. Gosh, I've been waiting to tell you this. But before that, please do like, comment, and subscribe to help us grow and develop. Okay, did you know that the true capital of Zanzibar is not Stone Town? Many people think that the Stone Town is the capital of Zanzibar. In actual fact, the capital is Zanzibar City, in which Stone Town is situated. Stone Town is certainly a must-see when visiting Zanzibar, with its narrow streets, coral stone buildings, and spice markets, all of which make the city a center point of Zanzibari culture. Stone Town is a UNESCO World Heritage Site and is famous for the elaborate wooden carvings which can be found in the doors of most buildings in the city. The carvings are all subtly different in their designs, reflecting social status, ethnicity, and religion. Some designs feature verses from the Quran. Zanzibar City is located on the west coast of Unguja, the main island of the Zanzibar archipelago, roughly due north of Dar es Salaam across the Zanzibar Channel. It also serves as the capital of the Zanzibar Urban West region and qualifies as a district, formerly known as Zanzibar Urban District. Did you know that Freddie Mercury, lead singer of Queen, was born in Zanzibar? One of the most famous musicians in the world, Farouk Bulsara, who you might know as Freddie Mercury, was born in Zanzibar in the year 1946. Finally, did you know that Union Day is a national holiday? On April 26th, Tanzania and Zanzibar commemorate the founding of modern-day Tanzania through the union of Tanganyika and Zanzibar on 26th April 1964. The day is usually filled with patriotic speeches by politicians, as well as parades by school children and local organizations across Tanzania and Zanzibar. One of the largest parades takes place in Dar es Salaam, Tanzania's biggest city and former capital. The Argo is now coming to a halt and we owe a big mighty expression of gratitude to Athena for the journey. Hope you enjoyed this video. There is more to come on African Hub, and if you want to be watching our videos without having to look them up on YouTube, that's why we always say, do like, comment, and subscribe. 3 magical words that keep you ahead of the rest, my dear folk. Do have a lovely and fortuitous day or night. Ciao.